Okay, sounds good.
Hello? Hello? Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi,
everybody.
There was such a long delay between your model moving and when I heard your voice.
Oh.
Oh, okay, it's fixed. It's fixed now. I was worried that we had a tech issue.
Well, to be fair, those can happen, but I'm glad it seems fixed right now.
Okay, hi everyone. I see so many names in chat. Hey Ax, guess what? Karis Euphranor is here.
Oh, Karis, hi. I know that guy.
Thank you for coming, everyone. I actually have to look on YouTube because I think I missed a bunch of comments. I got jump scared. Sorry, Ax, if I just take a minute to look at chat.
No, go right ahead. I mean, yeah, it looks to me like the whole gang's here, so might as well go ahead and greet everybody.
Yeah, hi Albie, hi Berserker, hi Zero, hi Maybe, hi Tara, hi Hannah, hi Penbu. Alright, so, I'm Tia Faire, idol philosopher and justice incarnate. Today, I'm going to be doing my very first collab stream with Axaeon. Would you like to introduce yourself, Axaeon?
Sure. So I'm Axaeon, and I am a philosopher VTuber, and I mean, what else is there about me? Oh yeah, well, I guess in terms of today's stream, I should also mention there was a time when I used to play this game.
No, wait, I was going to ask you about that in a minute.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump the gun. But anyway, no, I'm glad to be here. I think every day is a wonderful gift, and I'm glad to be here in your stream today, Tia.
Oh, thank you so much. That it sounded like you were implying that being in my stream is one thing that makes your day a gift.
Certainly, yeah. I always love getting to collab, and with this being our first collab, then that's like really exciting. And tell me if I'm wrong, but I think this is your first collab ever, is that right?
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. This is my very first collab stream ever. Making history on Tia Faire channel.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm honored to be your first.
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to make things awkward, but... Anyway, so yeah, I guess we're gonna be smashing, or oh no, maybe that's anyway.
I was going to say, by the way, chat, please let me know if Axaeon's mic level is okay, because I can hear him fine, but I just want to make sure that you can too, before we're too far along.
That's a good note.
Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, today we're his mic is good. All right. So today we're going to be playing Smash Ultimate, and the idea is that between matches we'll stop and ask each other some discussion questions, and in particular talk about the ethics of violence. And before we start playing, was there anything else you wanted to say about the
well, just
the,
that I
the
think
topic?
this is a cool idea for a stream, and yeah, looking forward to the discussion, certainly.
Okay. There was something I wanted to ask as well before we began. So, how good would you say you are at Smash? Because I saw the tweet that you made earlier today.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't sound too confident in that tweet, which which I think I have a good reason not to be super confident. But do you want me to read it out or?
What? Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I don't have it in front of me now, but the wording was roughly like looking forward to like beating each other up today, and then I put in parentheses like read like having me get beat up, by Tia. And just as a bit of backstory to that, there was a time back when I played this game more often, but that was several years ago, and since then, I probably have gotten quite a bit rusty. But I still do think it's a really fun game, and so no matter the outcome of the match, whether it involves me, putting up a respectable fight or just getting totally bodied, I look forward to having fun either way.
Well, here's the thing. Especially before you made that tweet, I was a little intimidated because I've never seen. I mean, for those, especially for those of you who aren't familiar with Axaeon, I have never seen Axaeon be bad at any game. Like he's always struck me as a natural gamer. He has really like fast reflexes and good hand-eye coordination. At least that's how it looks to me. And so I assumed that those skills would transfer sort of over to Smash, and I still think that they might. But when I read your tweet earlier, it did sort of take off a little bit of the pressure. I don't know. I don't want to get too cocky though. For me, I've never played the game, competitively or anything like that. I'm just gonna, put that out there. But I do like the game. It's probably one of my favorite games. But I haven't. But I am rusty. I haven't. It's been a long time since I've played it often. And no, the arena. What? No! No! How could you just?
Well, anyway, that was a good stream. Thanks, everybody. I guess we'll see you all for the next one.
Okay, no. I need to hide this. While I fix this. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna create another one, and it's gonna be fine. It's only gonna take like 2 minutes.
Okay. If you need to, you can like put the password in the Discord, I guess, call, and if it forces you to make one.
You're acting. I only have like 10 people watching me act. it's no, I didn't do a space. My OCD. No, I have to type this properly. Anyway, I was trying to say, yeah. So it's been a while since I picked up this game. I consider myself quite rusty. And I also meant to tell you this earlier, actually, but my chronic pain flared up earlier, and I was afraid that I would have to cancel the stream. I actually considered it, but it subsided again just a few hours ago. But anyway,
well, I'm glad to. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to say that I've created the arena, and this password is the same as before. But continue.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that it's subsided for now. If it, ends up getting bad during the stream, whatever, you can just let me know, and there's no pressure on you to continue. We could always just pause and, discuss or pause it in the stream if you need to. That's no problem.
Yeah. I do have some ibuprofen on hand just in case. But I'm feeling fine right now.
Okay. In terms of joining the stream, is there an arena ID, I guess, for it?
Oh, yeah, it's CV1KQ.
Okay. And then the password?
It's the same as before.
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy. All right, Chad. I think we're back in this.
Okay. Okay. Before it kicks us out again, I think we just place our. I've never posted an arena before, so.
Oh, exciting.
Let me just press plus. How did you change your fighter? Okay. Oh, I knew you were gonna use that Dedede color.
Oh yeah. It probably is my favorite color with him, so you know my color preference as well.
Okay, well, because it matches. Wait, I didn't. I thought we were gonna get the chance to select a stage.
Oh, okay. Do you want to like? Well, do you want to like sit, or are you just gonna go ahead?
I don't. Wait. let's just.
Okay, I'm starting one life behind, but all right.
Ouch. No!
There we go. Even things up a little bit. Ooh, that's a nice dodge there.
Ouch. Oh, no! 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 I don't know!
It can be rough sometimes with those ledges.
Ouch. That was poorly timed.
Yeah, his forward smash is pretty brutal.
Oh god. No!
Oh, there we go. All right.
Okay, I thought it was going to give us the chance to choose stages, like same as when you're fighting sort of single player. So that really caught me off guard. But then I thought like whatever, you know, we'll just try it out anyway. Because my idea was to take turns choosing stages. I thought it would be more fun that way, but I guess it doesn't really sort of let us do that. So I'm going to change my preferred stage.
Yeah, I guess that's how it works in the battle arena. Is just there's the preferred stage thing.
So,
I had forgotten about that element too.
Yeah. So. Okay. So how about between matches, if our stage that has already been picked, we'll change our preferred stage, and that way we get some variety. Because I think it just probably chooses randomly between the ones that we've highlighted.
Okay. Yeah. What would you like to be the preferred stage for the next one?
No, I choose one and you choose one, and then the game selects one of ours randomly, and then and then if ours gets selected, we'll choose a different one. Does that make sense?
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. No, I think that works. Oh wait. Actually, you know what? One thing that I think might be cool is I'm just going to. Even though it's true, Dedede is my main, I do sometimes like to experiment with different characters, and so I probably won't be quite as good with them, but I do think I'm just going to see if I can.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing best 2 out of 3. So since you beat me, we'll do at least one more with the same matchup.
Oh, okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, we can just say that first round was a practice round. How about that?
Oh, okay, that's very charitable of you.
Your character choice, I think, feels very fitting for you, by the way. It's so funny because like normally I'm used to like talking more on the stream, but with this one the gameplay is so intense it gets hard, you know. Yes, love it when you can hit him through the level. Ooh, very nice. Phew. Well, I guess maybe I do have more of the old touch with Dedede than I thought.
Hey, see,
he's just so much fun to play as. I just love playing as him so much.
I was afraid of this because I. Okay, I will say up front. I prefer. I honestly prefer this than if I were beating you up too easily, because I do like a good challenge. I do like a fun sporting challenge. I wouldn't want it to be too one-sided. Although right now it is feeling maybe a little bit one-sided in your favor.
Okay, well, in that case, I tell you what, why don't I pick a new character? And you can, if you want to pick a new one, you can, or if you want to stick with the same one, either way works.
I'd like to share more of my thoughts on that match, if that's okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I didn't realize this. It might have helped if I had realized this sooner. It seemed to me like what you were doing is you were relying heavily on the spike ball move. I don't know what it's called. To zone me out. That made it nearly impossible for me to approach you, and I couldn't adapt in time. And Marth struggles a lot against zoners, and I don't think that Dedede is normally considered a zoner, but you managed to turn him into one, and I don't know if that's how you normally play, or if you sort of read my playstyle and sort of analyzed my choice of main, and that was a choice on your part. But if it was, I wouldn't I wouldn't put it put past you, considering how smart you are.
Oh, thanks. Well, it was totally not an intentional choice. It's just Dedede's the character I like playing as in general. But yeah, with the zoning, you're right. I guess that is kind of how I prefer to use that move. One really cool counter that you can use, and that lots of people, whenever I play Dedede against them, one of the toughest things that I have to face is when people just, when they attack those spiky balls, they can send them back to me, and then usually they hit me, and like I lose tons of health. So that's the distinctive thing about Dedede's projectiles, is that they can be sent back by attacking them. So if you try that in the future, then that's one thing that I think can really help against that particular zoning strategy.
In a way, it makes me feel worse that you're helping me.
Well, I'm not going to play as Dedede for this next round, so who knows how this next one will go. We shall see. Also, Pterodactyl makes a good point. Yeah, the spike balls are called Gordos.
That's what I thought, but then I like second guessed myself, and I didn't want to say something wrong. Well, I guess you're already reading chat, but so was I. I wanted to read out this comment. Kara says, "Remind me not to play Smash with either of these philosophers." My pettiness would have made me disconnect his controller. We're not in the same room. How? Okay, that's something I would ever do, but how would I accomplish that? Okay.
I would be very impressed. I wouldn't even be mad. I would just be impressed if you figured out a way.
Okay, if you're changing your character, it feels only fair for me to change my character. It would be really bad if you changed your character and I didn't, and I still lost. So that means that there's that as well. So. Wait, how do I fuck, I don't wanna, no, you know what? I forgot how to, it's been so long, I can't, it's okay.
No, understandable.
Okay, and then I also want to change my preferred stage, because we already did Fountain of Dreams. Click her face. Okay, Leona's still in me. Okay.
Leon's giving the clutch tips here in chat.
Okay, my husband has 25, like something like 25 years of playing Smash, so he knows what he's talking about.
Wow.
Okay.
He must be really good then.
The thing is, I can beat him. I have beaten him before on his main. When I was at, I guess, like, you know, at my peak, you know, when I was actually playing the game, like, but
like for some full power level.
Yeah, so for some reason I can't beat you. So maybe it's just, you know, I'm nerfed by chronic pain today.
So those are consecutive years, by the way. Wow. Yeah. Well, I would hesitate.
I should have stayed as Marth. Marth beats Falco, especially in Melee.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't announce my characters, but maybe I should have announced it.
It's okay. We'll try this. I don't know how to play this character. Oh, look, it's Pandora and Zeke.
Pew pew pew. Oh no, I'm gonna have to find a new strategy. Ooh, very nice. Your character's really fast.
No.
Also, I don't think I've ever been on this stage before. This is a really pretty stage.
Do you have the DLC?
I don't know if I do. I might have some of them, but maybe not like all of them.
Oh, I see.
Dude, that was a cool dodge you had there. When the sword goes on fire like that, it makes me so nervous. See, I know you're aiming for the kill shot.
Nice.
Yep, just like that. Very nicely done. Ooh, very good shot. This is still anybody's game, I'd say. Yeah, that move has such good range.
No, no!
Maybe a little too good. Oh, no.
I was a little afraid of that.
That was a good match, though.
Yeah, it was. I generally try to avoid playing as characters with poor recovery, because I'm not really that great at recovering. So that happened. Would you want to try again with the same matchup? Or, cause I'm honestly a little curious to try Marth versus Falco. The time honored.
Yeah. I'm happy to stick with Falco for the next one.
Oh, okay. I'm not using Aegis to her full potential. Sorry, Pyra and Mythra. I'll just switch back to Marth, and I'll play as normal Marth. Okay.
And Marth is the one that... Was he the first character you played as, or is that a different one? Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1.
So this should be interesting. And that sword is so good with the disjointed hitboxes. Ooh, nice counter. Okay, good kill, good kill. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we're all tied up again. Yeah, I think this is definitely a closer matchup so far. Yeah, Marth is pretty good with his sword tricks like that. Your sword beats my little laser blaster, it seems.
No! I was close that time.
Yeah, that was a super close match. No, I think you're definitely gonna maybe because like you've gotten better like pretty much every single match, and so I don't have many more wins left in me. I don't think.
Oh really? Yeah, maybe I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm just I don't know. What, do you want to try that matchup again? That was pretty exhilarating.
Yeah, but if you want me to go with Falco again, that's fine. Or if you think it would be, I'm happy either way.
Well, I'm asking you what you prefer, because I was having fun. I wouldn't mind trying that one again.
Okay. I tell you what, why don't we keep that one as one to come back to, but just for the very next match though, just to vary it up a little bit, I think maybe I'll pick someone that I haven't picked before.
Okay, let me change my stage as well, because I forgot
Okay.
to do that. Oh, I know. For my fighter, if you're changing your fighter, then I would. Okay, I'll be honest though. I don't really want to play very well as anyone but Marth. So, if you're saying you don't have all the DLC, maybe I'll pick another DLC character for the fun of it.
Ooh, that's right, a special counter.
No, it doesn't mean I'll be good at them.
Well, would it help if I tell you which character I'm picking?
Not really. I don't think that would influence
okay.
my choice.
All right.
Oh,
Here we
I
go, then.
have no idea how this matchup is going to go. Uh-oh.
This also seems like a very fitting character for you, I think.
I don't know how to play as. I forgot how to play as Sephiroth.
Oh, do you need like a second to like figure out the moves?
Don't take pity on me. Come on.
Oh.
We're just having fun. Okay. Why do you know how to play as every character?
I mean, these are characters I've played as before, but like it's been a while, you know.
Okay, well. I also Is this the battlefield version of the stage, or is this normal?
No, I think this is the regular version
Oh, okay.
of Peach's Castle. Yeah, classic stage.
I literally don't remember any of his moves, so. Okay. Okay,
Ooh,
there.
nice.
That,
Okay.
see,
Yeah, that
finally,
got me right there.
finally remembered how to do something.
Oh, that's a cool move. It looks like it kind of remembered me and then was like, did extra damage on that second move. Oh wow. Okay, some of these moves are kind of like scaring me. Come on, make it. Oh.
Yes!
We seem to be at a stalemate here. Oh.
Uh-oh, I just jumped off for no fucking reason.
Hey, it happens.
Well, at least chat gets to. Oh no, what did you do to me? At least chat gets to see just different characters, though.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm so bad against that counter. See, my character has a counter too, but I'm not very good at using it. Thought I had an extra jump, but maybe it's not.
Uh-oh.
I gotta say, Rool is quite fun to play as well. Yeah. Oh, also I see Pinboo in the chat says, yeah, the regular version, all its N64 glory. You know, Pinboo, it's good to know that someone else is out there who appreciates the N64 version of Smash. Because that was the version that I started on.
Penbu must be from your generation, because I think I was like a baby when 64 came out. I hadn't even started school.
Oh, I see. Yeah. It was a while back, yeah.
Are
doubt
you
about
wait?
that.
Sorry? Are you changing your fighter?
Yeah, I think I'll change it to maybe I'll go with Donkey Kong this next round, I think.
Okay, other than Falco, why do you only play as the fat characters?
I just think they're fun to play as. Like, I love the weight in their hits, you know? Like, each hit you can like feel it.
I have the opposite preference in characters.
Oh, yeah?
That's really interesting.
Yeah, I've noticed you prefer the fast ones.
Oh, are you reading chat? Penbu says we had an N64 in the office on our team. Played a bit of Smash every day. Interesting. I wonder how long this was ago.
Well, I'm pretty sure the first Smash Brothers came out in 1999, I believe.
Okay.
Someone in chat can fact check me on that.
So I was
I'm not
like
sure.
a toddler. Like, Berserker says, pretty sure I played more of the N64 version than any other. Well, you're from Reset Era, so that checks out, Berserker.
But the sound effects in it were just so good. Like, you could feel each hit. It was just, it was a magical time, you know?
No.
You just had to be there.
I've never played. Well, yeah, I guess I did. I never played the N64 version. I started with Melee.
I see. Oh, here we go. Okay, Byleth.
I don't know. I don't.
Donkey Kong.
I don't know how to play as Byleth either.
She's an anime sword character. How different can she be from the others?
Oh, it's Sereth, Rhea, and Flame. Okay, so
Yeah, Donkey Kong's a little different from some of the other heavies. He takes some getting used to. Oh, that's a good hit there. I was wondering when that one was gonna come.
oh, so you do know that move.
Well, it just looked like you were charging something up, and then I kind of walked into it.
Oh.
Good hit there. So that sword, or I don't know if a sword is what you call it, maybe lance, or it's really long.
It's
Seems like a good weapon.
Dimitri's.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that was good. I forgot about the bow.
That's Claude's outlet. And the axe is Edelgard's.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. You can change your direction like that.
No!
Oh. Oh. Ooh, good move there. Oh, very good move. Congratulations, Tia. You got it. That was a really good, really hard fought match. And you won.
Byleth! Thank you! Okay, wait. I just realized we got so carried away with fighting, we haven't asked a single discussion question. Have you noticed?
That is a good note. I was just thinking that. And after that nail biter of our last match, I think now is a great time.
No, I think that was our 5th. Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure.
5 consecutive round 5. Yeah, it's saying 6. Okay, so we if we want to, catch up, we could ask up to 6 questions. But I did want to start off by saying, we wanted to discuss the ethics of violence in this stream. So forgive me if this is too broad of a way to start it off, but when, if ever, is violence justified? Do you want to start by giving your thoughts on that?
Sure. Yeah, and I don't think that's too broad a question. I think it often helps in discussions like these to start with something relatively broad. And I'll just start by offering some very general comments, and if you want to kind of follow up on them, then we can just kind of continue from there. So when it comes to whether violence is justified, I suppose I like to think of it in terms of ends of a spectrum, and on one end of the spectrum, you have the view of pacifism, which says that violence is never justified. And I think that's just a useful starting point, just to kind of see, the one end of the extreme at least, and kind of see what's out there. I will say that's not a view that I find very plausible. I think that pacifism doesn't do well when it comes to thought experiments involving self-defense or defending one's family. I will say it seems to me that if someone is attacking me and the only way I have of defending myself is to do some amount of violence against them, then that violence strikes me as perfectly justified. I know not everyone might have the same intuition about that example. Now, if that's true, then I suppose we do have to say that, okay, maybe violence is sometimes justified, but what principles are there for justifying it? And that to me is a much trickier question. And I do have some thoughts I can offer on that, but I think I might pause for a bit and just say, anything there that you'd like to follow up on, Tia?
Before I proceed, I'd like to read out the latest comment. Kara says, being so preoccupied with the fighting that you forget to reflect upon the reasons for doing so in the first place is almost analogous. Analogous to what? What are you trying to say? Were you going to respond to that?
No, I was just thinking that it is a really clever thought, and my best interpretation is maybe of analogous to how real life violence plays out sometimes is, getting so caught up in it that perhaps we forget to ask why.
Well, I was in response to your answer to my question, I was going to say that I was part of me was maybe not expecting but hoping that your stance would be a bit different from mine, because it sounds like it's probably quite similar, so I'm not sure that there will be much disagreement between us, but I too find I too would say that I find pure or strict pacifism to be implausible, and in that I would also I personally would permit and justify violence in self-defense. I'm not sure how much I can or should add to that, or if we should just move on by asking another question. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a little bit more room we have to explore this one. So it sounds like we agree so far. I do have a few further thoughts, though, that you might find yourself differing from.
Okay.
So anyway, if it's true that violence is sometimes justified, then it just seems to me the really tough question is, okay, under what circumstances? And I'll admit I don't have a settled view on this, but I can say a few things to, I think, try to at least illustrate the difficulty of the issue. Because there are a few, I think, initially plausible principles, like plausible seeming principles, that in my view just turn out not to work. And one of them is that violence is justified whenever it's necessary to prevent a violation of someone's rights. Like, just in the abstract, to me, that sounds like, hey, yeah, maybe that's a principle, I can get behind, of when violence is necessary, to prevent rights violations. I do worry, though, about a certain counterexample to it, or at least something that strikes me as a counterexample. So, like, suppose that there were somebody who was just intent on stealing 1 cent from me, like just an extremely minor, like pretty much trivial rights violation of my property rights. And the only way that I could stop them from doing so was by beating them up. I want to say that it just doesn't seem justified to me to beat that person up just to stop them from stealing 1 cent from me, even though technically it is a rights violation. And so I guess that, to me, makes me a little hesitant to endorse that particular conception of when violence is justified. Although, to be fair, I suppose one could say maybe a certain threshold of violence would be justified, but like a very slight one. Like, let's say the only way that person, maybe the only amount of violence that would be justified in that case would be like flicking their ear or something, since it's such a small, but like as the rights violation gets increasingly serious, maybe the amount of violence justified becomes greater. So that's one, principle that I sometimes go back and forth on. Anyway, any thoughts there that you wanted to kind of follow up on, Tia?
When you gave that example, it brought to my mind a utility con, since it's one of those examples that's, I guess, so, I don't know, far-fetched that it's, it's kind of, it's feel like it's just a little hard to take it seriously and apply it, but it did make me think of a few other things. So speaking of thought experiments, and if I recall correctly, this one came from the same stream. You I think proposed it in the same stream that you did utility con, and that was the axe murderer thought experiment, right? And sort of in preparation for this stream, I did wonder. Okay, I'm just gonna put myself out here. I'm gonna like move my thing like now and then, because if we take too long talking, it's gonna kick us out again. So that's how I'm gonna try to prevent that. So, the axe murderer scenario. So in preparation for this stream, I did think to myself, what if we imagine a variation of the axe murderer thought experiment, in which the axe murderer comes to your door with the intent to kill your friend who is innocent and whom you're harboring inside your house. And up to that point, the thought experiment is the same. And then what if what if after that it diverges, and the axe murderer, when you maybe if you refuse to tell him where your friend is, he threatens to kill you instead, and then kill your friend after that, and both of your lives are at stake. And I think, basically, I personally think that violence, using violence for self-defense in that situation would be very justifiable or very understandable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see. I think I'm inclined to agree. It seems to me that if I understood the thought experiment correctly, your options are basically to tell the axe murderer the truth, in which case, like, he comes in and kills your friend, or I guess not tell him, or maybe lie to him, and then like he kills both of you, it sounds like, or like sort of fight the axe murderer and maybe save both yourself and your friend. So yeah, in that case, I would agree that for somebody making a very direct threat like that, and somebody who is intent on committing a murder, it does seem to me that violence is justified in self-defense there.
let me read out a few comments. Hannah says, "I'm personally a believer in vigilante justice." Ooh, that's an interesting thought. But of course, Chairman would have something to say against that. And Berserker asks, "So are we defining violence in strict terms of direct physical harm?" I think we are, at least for now. Although there are, one might argue that there does exist other forms of violence out there, and we might get to discussing them later on. What do you think, Ax?
Yeah, I tend to prefer defining violence in terms of physical harm. One of my worries is that when people start using violence in a looser way to refer to things like hurt feelings and so on, I think that the concept gets a little bit too diluted and it starts to lose its meaning. So yeah, here I would say I mostly mean physical violence.
Right. And TP Ninja says, "But now it's also opening up the option of shanking the axe murderer." I mean, that's what we're saying, right? That if it's you or the axe murderer, maybe the axe murderer is the one who's got to go.
It was an option that Kant did not consider. The option of shanking the axe murderer.
Yeah. And then another thing that I was going to another point that I was going to raise is that I think that there's also I would also make an important distinction between lethal and non-lethal violence, and that I think that for example, I think that there are situations where non-lethal violence would be justified, where lethal violence wouldn't. But that in a very extreme scenario, like for example the axe murderer thought experiment, I think that basically if it's an actual life or death situation, I think that you should be I'm tempted to argue that you should be you should have the right to use sort of as much force as you think you need to, and if it does end up being lethal, I'm not sure you can be entirely blamed for that. But I'm not sure if I'm entirely convinced I'm not as to that position yet. What do you think, Ax?
Well, I have kind of a follow-up question there.
Okay.
And this is not a question in the vein of doubting what you've said, because I think I might be sympathetic to it, but just to kind of probe it a little bit further, can you think of a case where non-lethal violence would be justified, but not lethal violence?
Yeah, I'm sure there are many examples, and I just struggled to think of one off the top of my head. But let me try. I guess maybe if you were in a fight, but you didn't have reason to believe that your life was at stake, that maybe it was important to defend yourself, but the other person, they didn't have like a weapon or anything like that. I don't know if that's really a great example though.
Well, I think there are examples in that direction that I think one could give. So like, let's say that somebody comes up to you and says like, "Give me all your money," and you only have $5, and you show them and they're like, "Hey, I only have $5." And they're like, "Yeah, give me that. I really want it." I mean, I do. There is a part of me that wants to say, I guess I'm torn this one between, like just giving them money. But like, if somebody didn't want to part with that and was like, "No, you're gonna have to fight me for it," like, I respect that. I actually do think that that's reasonably justified. But if the alternative is like fighting them for it, or like this is going to be a very American coded example, but like pulling out a gun that and shooting them, I wouldn't want to say like it's worth shooting someone for something like that. But
yeah,
if somebody like really values that $5 and wants to fight for it, to my mind that's a lot easier to justify than the lethal violence.
Yeah, I that sounds about right to me. There was more I could say on this subject. Should we continue the discussion, or would you like to try another round?
Let's try another round,
Okay.
and yeah, we'll just mix it up, and yeah, then we can come back to some of this in a bit.
All right. Let me just before we do that. Oh no, no! We were just supposed to do it. Why? Okay.
It was bound to happen.
Okay. Let's do this. For the third time.
I sense that this is making you want to commit some violence, Tia.
No, I'm okay. I'm just disincarnate. It would be unbecoming of me to stoop to such lowly outlets for my rage.
But yeah, after that last match, I feel like this next one could go anywhere. Because now I feel like you've been finding your groove again, Tia, with these last few matches, and it is just impossible to predict where it's going to go from here.
That's very nice of you to say, but I think it's too soon to say. Anyway, I made the room again. The ID is NJ22M, and the password is still the same as before.
Okay.
And I was going to read comments from chat. TP Ninja. Oh, hi TP Ninja. By the way, I don't usually see you in my streams. This is the first time I'm actually streaming in the late evening or at night. So welcome. He says, I think it depends on the situation, such as when the laws of the country are flaunted, unenforced, or abused by those in power. Perhaps some vigilantism could be justified. Yeah. So I think chat entered their own discussion about vigilantism.
Sorry, before you read the next comment, just was it NJ22N?
NJ22M. The first
oh, okay.
N as in Noah, J22, and then M as in Mio.
I see. Okay, I was entering it wrong.
Okay, and then And Zero says, though I like to think vigilantism only happens when quote-unquote justice is miscarried. However, real life shows that is not always true, and sometimes vigilantism happens to people who are innocent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I kind of want to read this one out. Hannah says, I once slapped a friend in high school across the face for using a racial slur as a punchline to the joke. I would argue this was insanely justified, and he never did it again. But I wasn't going to kill him for it, you know? Anything to say to that?
Well, I'm glad you weren't going to kill him for it. I do think that would be a little extreme. Yeah, I know. I mean, in general, this is probably, and here I get the sense that this is entering territory where some people might actually disagree with me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in general, I do not think it's justified to engage in violence against others for things that they say, and that includes even vile things like racial slurs. How about you, Tia?
I personally don't know if I have a strong opinion on that matter, because truthfully, I feel like I can see it both ways. Is that fair?
Well, I mean, I think it's fair not to have a settled view on something, you know, suspending judgment and thinking like, okay, maybe I haven't, you know, looked into this enough or thought about it long enough to have an opinion on it. Yeah, like that's, I think, a totally legitimate place to be in.
Well, maybe we can talk about this because wait, are we playing or you're playing this game? Wait, I didn't choose my character yet. I was thinking of changing my character, but someone did, because if we keep talking, then chat will like move on and kind of or if you keep playing, then chat will move on. So I kind of do want to, you know. So I think that a way that we could settle this question is maybe to explore more of our reasons for believing the way that we do. For instance, one, if I were to argue for using violence as a deterrent when people say, abhorrent things, I could potentially argue that, it can work, that it can be effective, it can sort of send a strong message, and there are people out there who would be persuaded by a show of force, far more effectively than by words. But on the other side, you could argue that, when you use violence, even in service of a cause that you believe in, it could set a dangerous precedent and serve to normalize violence, even when it is used against you by people whose causes you find unjust. What would you say, Axe?
Yeah, I do very much identify with the concern about normalizing violence. Like if we start using violence when other people say things we don't like, what's to stop them in principle from doing the same to us? Especially on issues where people have very deeply conflicting moral views, moral intuitions. I just think that's an awful norm to set, of like violence is okay when you have sufficiently strong feelings against what someone is saying. So yeah, I do agree with that concern. For the earlier thing you were saying, I think you're right that this is an argument lots of people would give here of like, maybe there are some people who would only be, I think, persuaded by a show of force, was the way that you put it. And so, yeah, that is an argument that's on the table. To me, though, the main question is like, what exactly are they being persuaded of? Are they being persuaded that what they said is bad? Seems to me like they're more likely being persuaded that they can't be open about their thoughts and feelings around you. And
I used the word deterrent. Like, the idea is that I don't really think that violence used in that manner would effectively actually change someone's mind, or convince them that it wouldn't change their values and convince them that what they said or did was wrong. It would just make them sort of afraid to do that thing again in the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, no, I would agree with that. That's part of the reason why I think that a better response to when people say things we don't like is just to engage in dialogue with them. And true, maybe it's, it might be unlikely on any particular occasion that, a single conversation would completely change someone's mind. But I do like to think that at the very least, conversation can influence people maybe in more subtle ways. Like maybe over time, if there are, enough conversations, people gradually might reduce their confidence in some of the bad views or become more open-minded to alternatives, or at the very least, like not have their emotions, inflamed against people who disagree with them, which I think violence is very likely to do, and to make them more likely to, retreat into their own enclaves of, other fellow like-minded people, which just makes the problem worse in my view. Yeah, in fact, I think I see Leon here in the chat, I think, has a good way of putting one part of it is violence may not change their mind, just their behavior. I'm inclined to agree with that myself.
Yeah. Sorry, after you said that last part, I forgot what I was going to say. I think well, for one thing, I'll state what I personally would do in that situation. I don't think I would slap someone. I knew for saying something objectionable. I think that especially if it was someone I knew, it would give me a platform with I would basically tell them off. If anything, I would try to break it down for them in no uncertain terms why I thought that what they said was objectionable, and yeah, if it's it, and then if it's actually a friend, it's someone I knew, that I think that would actually work in my favor, because I think it's easier to have dialogues and discussions with someone whom you know than with a stranger, because a stranger, someone who has no investment with you, can just walk away from you. Why should they care about your opinion? But a friend presumably does care at least a little bit what you think of them, and you know, and trusts you to some degree. So I think it would be easier to change that person's mind. I do have some of my own thoughts on what you said about sort of the power or the potential of you know, changing people's minds over time through discussion, even if it might not happen all at once. I hesitate to go fully in that direction because I feel like it's going too far off the topic of the ethics of violence, and we only have so much time. But I will say that I like that thought.
Yeah, certainly it's, I guess, a nicely optimistic thing to imagine. Like, it, you know, it does make me feel good to imagine that possibility, which doesn't mean that it's necessarily, of course, going to happen, but I do like to think that it can, with many people at least.
Yeah, let me catch up with comments again. TP Ninja says, "Yippee! Indeed, I'm having my morning tea now in good old Southeast Asia time." Oh, I'm happy to hear that.
Nice.
Oh, Hannah added a follow-up. I probably wouldn't do the same thing now, but at the time it seemed funny, and it was in hindsight. I mean, yeah, I understand that you were in high school, so you were essentially both children or minors. So, like, you know, with that context, it's a lot more understandable. At least I would think so. Mm-hmm. And then Karis asks, at what point is it no longer just words, though, and turns into harassment/hate crime? And just before this, Berserker asked, so you don't consider hate speech violence? Now, I do recall that earlier, Axaeon, you said that you hesitate to apply the label of violence to anything other than physical violence. But I personally feel that these are important. These are important points to address. So, would you like to start by answering them?
Sure. Yeah. So I do think those are good questions. And why don't we just take the hate speech and harassment one first? So yeah, on that one, I do of course recognize there is such a thing as harassment. What I would say is necessary for that, at least in generally speaking, is like a repeated interactions. Like if somebody has said like, "Hey, please don't contact me anymore," and you're just like bombarding them with like emails and texts and hanging out where they work and things like that. Certainly, like that would be harassment. And then of course there was other things like sexual harassment and so on. Not that that's necessarily in the same category as hate speech, but yeah, like I do think though that if, let's just say, like we're talking about cases that are not so much like that, because I think with hate speech it's a little different, but just somebody says something hateful to someone else, I don't think we should categorize that as a form of harassment. And I realize that's controversial, but to my mind, harassment requires those other conditions, such as repeated unwelcome contact and things like that. I think that when it comes to when it comes to harassment, just like having, say, like an abhorrent view and expressing that view to someone else, it's just not quite clear to me why that should count as harassment. I think we can disapprove of the expression. We can say, yes, the view is very bad and so on. But at the same time, is there not a certain wisdom in the old phrase, "Sticks and stones, may break my bones, but words will never hurt me"?
Can we draw a distinction between different types of hateful speech here? Because I think it's possible that we're getting mixed up on what the definition of harassment or hate speech is. Because I do think that personally, I think that there's a difference between speech that we disagree with, but that is a view that the other person genuinely holds, and then speech that is hateful, but spoken in bad faith, purely for the purposes of, being, like inflammatory and causing strife. I hope you understand what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I think I do. I mean, there are certain cases that I think might put some pressure on those of us who want to, I guess, stress that distinction. So, like, for example, if we take like a Nazi, for example, there are some people who like who don't just say Nazi things because of the trying to provoke a reaction, but like people who do genuinely believe them. And I think you might get different answers to the question of like, should we count that as hate speech? But yeah, when it comes to like if somebody's just like using like a racial slur, for example, and there's not any deeply held worldview behind it, they're just trying to provoke a reaction. I mean, yeah, I think it's fair to call that a hateful thing to say. As to why I think it shouldn't be considered harassment, I suppose one reason is that harassment, or actually maybe I should back up a bit. Harassment, I guess in the more general case, seems to be something that is not quite so much mentally mediated in the way that one experiences the harm of it. But with hate speech, I think that like if like let's say somebody hears a racial slur and feels really bothered by it, or feels as if they're here we go with the arena again.
What?
We've been talking too long.
I'll just set up the arena again when we actually decide to stop talking.
That's a good one, yeah. But I mean, I guess my view is the more cognitively mediated a certain harm is, that is, the more it's the case that like for a given category of harm, it's something that harms you like only if you think about it a certain way, or only if you if you let it. I think that I'm cautious to count categories like that as harm, and or sorry, not as like harassment. And when it comes to things like hearing somebody say something hateful about you or a group that you belong to, I know this is going to be controversial. Not everyone will agree with this, and not everyone should. It's these are difficult questions. But it seems to me that there's a plausible case to be made that like one shouldn't let oneself be bothered by that. Like what other people think is what they think, and what's more important is what you think about yourself. And so in light of that, and also just in light of the existence of people who do not let themselves be bothered by like hearing strangers say something hateful about them, I really do think that's the ideal that we should reach. And I know like if I myself, for example, fall short of that ideal sometimes, if I let myself be bothered by hate comments that I might receive on something, I view that like, sure, there's an issue with the hateful person, like they have some bad beliefs and so on, but I think there's also an issue with me, in that I ought to proceed further like in my maturity and not let myself be bothered by those things. So anyway, I know that was a lot, so I'll pause right now. If you want to follow up on anything there, then feel free.
I have to disagree with both what you just said and something you said earlier. I think I have a couple things to say that would differ from what you said. And first, I think I find it somewhat disingenuous to frame harassment or hate speech as simply as things that offend us and that we can choose to ignore, and that do not cause us harm on any other level other than sort of surface level emotional harm or personal offense. And that is because how do I put this delicately? I just have to say this up front for everyone. I understand identity politics, but I don't like to debate identity politics, and that's why it's hard for me to talk about this. It's important, I just don't enjoy talking about it. But I think that the unfortunate reality is that we live in a world where not every person or every group of people has equal social power. Some groups are more dominance or wield more power than others, and those groups have the power to sort of have I guess unfair power over the other groups, to influence sort of how those other groups are perceived in our society, to control the narrative around them, and to say that people should simply ignore hurtful comments. I find that implausible in light of that power imbalance, where if you are from a minority group, hateful comments can do more than just offend you on a personal level. They can actually endanger your life. I don't really want to go into that any further today, but I hope you'll at least understand, and accept that view in the sense of understanding it.
Well, I do have some further thoughts I could offer on that, but it sounds like since it is the kind of topic that maybe you're not fully comfortable with, I'm happy to respect that. And yeah, we can just kind of consider that the place to put a pause on it, and we can move on to other things. That's fine with me.
Well, I am a little curious as to what those thoughts are. I don't want to feel like I'm censoring you, because that's not my intention. I am curious. Do you want to go over them briefly?
Oh, I could. Yeah, so, I mean, I think that there is a certain fair point at least lurking here, which is that sometimes, context can make a difference to these things in various ways. And sometimes that can include cases when maybe somebody is, poorly off in certain ways, or maybe not doing well in certain ways, or is stigmatized in certain ways. I think that that's fair. I would generally prefer to think of those aspects of those areas in terms of individuals rather than groups, because I think sometimes even individuals from groups that we might think of aren't doing that well, can sort of be going against the norm, like by doing very well on various metrics, and then other people from groups that many might think of as more privileged might not actually be doing as well when you look at the particular circumstances of their lives. So I do favor kind of an individualistic perspective on that. But I'll just say, like, in my own case, not without or not to get too personal on stream, but like there are some groups that I myself belong to that I would say are not the most that like there are biases against them, and when other people, when I encounter other people saying things against these groups, I usually, I think I'm pretty good about not letting it get to me too deeply. Now, sometimes it can be tough, but I don't deny that. It can be difficult at some points. But I also just think, like, even during the times when I fail, like the times when I do let myself get bothered by something, I view that as at least partly something that it's my burden and should be my burden to overcome. That I think that if I were indeed sort of a fully mature person, I would not let myself be as bothered by those things as I do. And so that's part of the reason why that's a standard that I would apply to people more generally.
Okay, I think that this is definitely getting too far into the territory of identity politics and away from the subject of the ethics of violence for my liking. So I will respond to that by saying, for one thing, what was it? I want to say, I do want to say that I do broadly agree with what you said about that. The way I would put it is that people are more than just the groups that they belong to, the political demographics that they belong to. I do believe that they are individuals first and foremost, but at the same time, it would be naive to try to completely divorce ourselves from our sort of physical and legal identities. I think that would also be naive and unrealistic as well. there was something else I wanted to say from earlier. It was from a while ago now, and now I'm afraid I'm not sure I remember what it was. It was something. I was going to object to you on something. That much I remember, or at least say something that sort of diverged from your stance on it. Maybe if I scroll back through chat, that'll help me remember. I do see some good comments.
It could, yeah. Or if you think of it later, we could always come back to it. Either way.
Yeah, Berserker points out that many people who engage in hate speech are not open to a good faith discussion with someone they hate. Oh, actually, just reading that reminded me of what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
So we've been talking for a while, so I'm not sure if I want to explore too much in this direction either. But I do want to say that I personally consider social violence to be a form of violence, and one might have other names for it besides social violence. One might call it something else, but I do think that in our society, such that because we no longer live in caveman might makes right, whoever has the bigger stick society, right? Our society, the modern world deals in other multiple forms or multiple currencies of power, aside from just sticks or missiles. We also there's also soft power. Money is a form of wealth is a form of power, for instance, and I would say that I think, and I don't expect you to agree with me on this, but I am inclined to say that there are situations in which it is reasonable to respond to social violence with, or maybe a better word is institutional violence, to respond to institutional violence with physical violence as a form of as a form of self-defense, considering that I think this is with the sort of assumption that the one needing to act in self-defense is the one who has less institutional power, and therefore physical violence may be the only form of violence that is available to them. I know that's I think that's like very much still a subject of hot debate in today's world. So I don't I don't expect that we'll come to a consensus on this. Do you want to respond at all, Axe, or you're good to move on?
I think that's a good place to put a pause on it, I would say.
Okay, well, let me just finish catching up with chat. Oh, and Hannah added another follow-up. In my current mindset and at my age, I would probably have a discussion with him, but we had a report of bullying as a form of showing friendship, so this wasn't super unwarranted. Berserker says, I agree, violence should always be put in the context of a power dynamic. Oh, and I like this this note from Hannah. There is a divide between someone using racial slurs in Call of Duty voice to be edgy, and people who benefit from hegemony using slurs to dehumanize those beneath them. Yeah, I feel like that's more or less what I was trying to say just a little while ago. Oh, hi, Estella. And maybe says, of course we are all individuals, but we are grouped because we face similar problems. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it as well. Social/cyber violence is also a crime, and if it results in a death, it's considered involuntary manslaughter. I think those are good. Those are some good thoughts, and I think that's seems like a good point to call the discussion. I will say though that there was one other thing I wanted to say. One last thing I wanted to say, and maybe it would have come off better if I had said it earlier, because now it just feels like the timing is no longer right. But in response to what I did hear you and feel you when you talked about, you know, how difficult it can be, you know, for you personally when you sort of encounter disparaging comments and attitudes about the groups you belong to. I guess online. I just wanted to I just felt the need to assure you that you're my favorite white guy from Tennessee, and that I think I speak for all of us since when I say that you're probably everyone's favorite white guy from Tennessee here, and that this is a safe space for you, so you don't have to worry.
Well, that means a lot.
No, I won't let anyone say anything unfair about you here.
I'll have to join a support group for white guys from Tennessee.
Okay. Well, maybe now. Okay, I've remade the arena, by the way. This time the ID is GFDJ8.
Okay. I'll go ahead and put that in. Okay, so joining now, same password. I should be there in just a moment. Oh, now people in the chat are making me blush. I'm the only 10 I see. Very nice comments.
Okay, so should I change my fighter from Byleth? I don't really know if I have any characters I'm absolutely you know, gunning to play as.
I mean, you did really well with Byleth last time, I thought, but it's your call. If you want to try someone new, that's great. But if you want to stick with Byleth, I certainly understand.
To be fair, it was a walk-off stage, and I feel like I tend to do exceptionally well on those, so I don't know if I can take full credit for that win.
Well, let's give this next one a try, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay. Oh, and Hannah says, as a Floridian, I feel your plight, Axe.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm playing as Ganondorf. Oh.
I have eyes, Axe. This match has begun. You really have a tight. You really have a tight when it comes to these characters.
Oops. Clearly, I have forgotten my moves on my Ganondorf moves.
Ouch.
His forward smash is
Oh, so it's Fortitudo.
what?
Did I just foot
I
swing?
think you just jumped on my head. Yeah.
Ouch. Oh, I didn't. Okay. I could have recovered if I tried, but I thought I was doomed, so I didn't try. Uh-oh.
Oh. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of hard with the characters who have that kind of recovery, like finding the right time to use the up special. But yeah, that was fun. I like playing as Ganondorf. Also has kind of the hard hitting moves.
What do you want to do now? I'm gonna change my stage.
Yeah, I think I might change it as well, well, at the very least, I'm gonna change my character. Which character should I pick this time, you think?
Do you want to do that Marth versus Falco rematch now?
Oh, okay, yeah, we can do that now. I forgot about that, but yeah, that's a good note. Also, Karis says goodbye. Bye, Karis.
Bye, Karis. Good night.
Let's see, where is the... Oh, yeah, there's Falco. So many characters in this game, sometimes I forget, where they are. Oh, actually, I should change my preferred stage, too. It's one we haven't done yet. Battle of the forward tilts.
Stop juggling me, you clown.
Oh, I've always been a clown.
So you admit it, all VTubers are clowns.
Or maybe just me. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder. They say, okay, we're all tied up again. I will admit I did not intend that one to go through the floor, but it worked out in a way that was cooler than I thought it would. Okay, here we go. Oh, very nice. Yeah, baited me on that one. Good match, though.
I only did about as well as I did last time. I don't feel that there was much of an improvement.
Yeah. So your missed opportunity to be a clown philosopher VTuber, Axe. Oh no. Court Jester second outfit win. What have we created, Tia? Oh, real! I like this comment from Zero Striker. He says, "Let's go Tia and let's go Axaeon." I like that go team attitude. You know?
Hannah says, "I have to get going, but it was super fun to catch. But I could have streamed." Hannah! Before you leave, are you able to stay 5 more minutes? I can make it worth your while. Respond, Hannah. Hannah! Don't go yet. Anyone who's thinking of going, if you can stay for 5 more minutes. I have a surprise before the end of stream that I want to show everyone.
Oh, surprise, huh?
Now
I'm super curious. So what could this surprise be?
Hannah, please stay 5 more minutes. Unless it's like you have an appointment and you absolutely have to go 5 minutes. Okay. Axaeon, I have a request for you.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's hear it.
My husband, Leon, would like to do an exhibition match with you. Do you accept his challenge?
Yes, I do. I do not expect to win, but I will accept the challenge all the same.
Okay. I'm gonna mute my mic and get ready. Okay. This will take a few minutes. And I'm going to unload my VTuber model.
Oh, I see. So this is what the surprise was from earlier. Man, I'm starting to get a little bit nervous here. So yeah, I suppose at this point, I don't know if you can hear me, Tia and Leon, but I have my character and stage selected, so take your time. But whenever you're ready, I am good to go. The surprise is that Axaeon is getting jumped. It's going to be 2v1. Fine, honestly, I'll take you both on. Let's do it. Congrats, Axaeon. This is your stream now. You know, in a way, it kind of is, Pimbu. You're right. Or that's what it feels like, anyway. It's kind of a surreal feeling. Yep. But anyway, those of you who are watching this in chat, I hope you're looking forward to what is sure to be an exciting match. Oh, I just saw the character Tia thing said, "I'm so thrilled." I think after this match, you know, earlier we were talking about how maybe I'm going to become a clown. Maybe this match is how it starts, you know. Maybe this is the start of my clown arc. Let's have some fun. Oh yeah, definitely. Let's make some bets. Yeah. People can bet if they want to. I would not recommend betting on me. But if anybody does bet on me, I will endeavor my best to not let you down. Bring it on. I expected nothing less. Please enter the ring. Oh, I think I have entered the ring. It looks like it's on your character now, Tia, to enter the ring. Or unless that wasn't directed to me. I'm betting Axaeon. I mean, you've been doing excellently so far. Oh, thank you. Well, I appreciate that. Okay. Oh, no. Oh. The... Here we go, everybody. Dedede versus Dedede.
Sorry, we're back, and that was this isn't what I had in mind. What have you done? So this is my husband behind the controller now, not me. Dude, why are you making me look bad?
All right, 0 to death, everybody. Let's go.
I fucking told you. This wasn't my idea. Oh my god, I tried to tell you.
Oh, you got me with the suck. And now the dribble.
Are you guys giving each other the suck?
Yeah, here's another one. Oh. Oh. Wall of pain coming. Did I get it? There we go. Back air. Ooh, nice up smash. Oh, why did I walk into that one? Ooh, very good move there, Leon.
You can.
Oh no, now the disrespect! Come on.
I like how all this is happening on Sephiroth's stage.
Oh yeah. Oh, there we go.
Well, talking about game? Clowns.
I think that is game.
Okay. I feel betrayed right now. I left the room for like a minute, and I thought that when I came back, we were gonna talk about what we were gonna do next. And like I came back, and then like he instantly starts around. Like what the fuck?
Well, I have to say, immense respect to you, Leon, for picking Dedede, because I realized. Yeah, he's probably, if I'm guessing right, he's probably not your main, but the fact that you picked him anyway just to make it a cinematic match, I think speaks volumes of you, and I know chat loved it, and I loved it, so thank you so much.
See how, no, stop! Oh my god!
Okay, I'm off the controller, the hands are off!
Why, what, no, listen, okay,
Okay.
Yeah, okay, you know what, fine, just play whatever character you want, I don't care.
Hi.
I don't play on that stage, but I was going to suggest that you play as Cloud, but...
Actually, I'm starting to think all the talk on Twitter about you getting beat up was being humble. Well, it is dry. I do get beat up in this game. I mean, like when I play against people who like play regularly and are really good, I don't do very well against
I'm going in.
like regular players. But or like if it's somebody who's like
Gotta change the mid guard.
playing their main, which if Leon plays his main in the next match, probably I'm guessing the match will have a very different outcome, which should be fun. But I'm glad we got to do the double Dedede match because it's just a lot of fun seeing two Dededes go up next to each other. So, Leon, I don't know if Cloud is your main, but if he is, then I think this should be a
You
kind
can
of a...
you can speak. I give you permission to speak, Leon.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Hi,
Wait,
Leon.
actually, I was going to turn. You didn't even give me a chance to turn these on. I was going to. Chat. Can you see these? I was going to turn these on, and then you didn't even. Like, I didn't even have the chance. You just started like before I got the chance to say anything.
I was just warming up.
No, I can definitely tell there's this is harder than the previous match. I think Cloud is a character who's more natural to you. Good punish there. Good punish.
This character doesn't have a gun. I'm Leon. I'm supposed to be able to shoot people.
But you're well. At least you're blonde and you're wearing tactical gear.
Where's a gun again?
Huh?
Oh.
Ooh, very good. Okay, time to really focus here.
No! No! No!
Oh, that
Okay.
the recovery is always so tough.
Okay, wait. It's I think we can I think we can end it there. Are you okay with that, Leon?
I can't even choose my main.
What? I thought Cloud was one of your mains.
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, you know, that was GG's. That was GG's.
Yeah,
That was
who's your main, Leon?
No, you're not gonna just play. Oh my god. Oh.
He's in the
That was a
arena.
close match.
No,
Right.
come on. I wanted to end this stream.
Okay, well, I'll make it a quick
Oh my
then.
god, no.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna put you on blast in front of chat. You're like the same age as Axaeon, but you have the listening skills of like a toddler.
What? No.
Yes. Oh, bye, Hannah.
Oh yeah, thank you, Hannah, for coming along.
No.
Ooh, good. Well, the counter can be brutal for moves like that.
No.
Oh, good, good. That was a good punish there. I really walked into that one.
That was dangerous.
Good kill, good kill.
No.
I could be commentating more since I'm technically just sitting here doing nothing.
I'm technically a pacifist.
No.
Good games. I can't hear you, but good stuff.
Oh, yeah, no, that was a solid match. Yeah, definitely. I enjoyed it.
I'm gonna go back to chat now.
What? He's leaving. Out of shame. Okay. Okay. So I guess I'll just I think it's time to close up. I'm good to close up. What about you, Ax?
No, I think that sounds like a good plan. Yeah, no, these were some really solid matches, and I've really enjoyed them, and I think chat has as well. So awesome time all around.
I'm glad. That was two more matches than I thought that Leon would do with you. He can be a bit of a wild card.
No, definitely
sorry
some
about
GGs there.
I'm not sure how to put this into words, but I feel like there's, I feel the need to say something about how Axaeon is clearly the undisputed king of gaming among philosopher VTubers.
Oh. Well, thank you, Tia. I appreciate that. That is very nice of you. Maybe it's just a testament to how much of my life I've wasted playing video games.
I know Karis isn't here anymore, but he already sort of ceded the throne to either one of us. So I mean, now that you've beaten both Leon and I think the crown goes to you.
Oh. So does this mean I don't have to be the clown? Maybe you can be the clown instead?
No, but you won by juggling, so actually winning makes you the biggest clown.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to start thinking of ideas for my next outfit. Apparently it's going to be like clown stuff.
Okay. I also wanted to say that I had a lot of fun with the stream overall. I think that it went even better than I expected it would, especially the discussion section. All the fighting. I don't know if I was really having any expectations other than I really just wanted to have fun, and maybe like Ax said at the start, just not to lose completely horribly and have it not be completely one-sided. So I think, and in my defense, this I will add, there is footage of me beating Leon on his main. There is proof that I can do it. So yeah, so maybe, but so yeah, I don't know. But Leon didn't beat you either. So I guess that part still makes sense. Neither of us can beat you.
Well, to be fair, I think if I were playing Leon on one of the other characters, not my main, I think the matches would have gone very differently. I'm pretty sure Leon would have won in that case.
But then that's not the point, right? It's supposed to be like main versus main, because then you're basically handicapping yourself if you do that, aren't you?
Oh, maybe so. But I think there were multiple matches that Leon played, like when he was not on his main, though. And then, like during those matches, if I had played someone not my main, it might have gone differently in those ones.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I wanted to say that I think the discussion section was really fun, and I think it went in directions that it wouldn't have maybe if it weren't for chat. I think that chat's participation made it all the more interesting. So thank you very much for those of you who came and participated and shared your thoughts with us. And thank you to you too, Axe, for having the discussion with me. I really enjoy that we can talk in this way, and I guess remain friendly even through any differences in opinion that we have.
Oh, absolutely agree. Yeah, that is super important. And I've enjoyed it too, Tia. So thank you, Tia, and thank you, Leon, and thank you, chat. This was a great time.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say before we say goodnight? Like any announcements or anything like that?
It's a good question. I don't think I mean, I still haven't decided my streaming schedule for next week, so I don't have any upcoming streams per se to announce. But I suppose the most I can think of in terms of announcements is just that I hope everyone has a great rest of the evening and, keep believing in yourself, keep following your dreams, and I hope that they all come true.
You're too kind, Axe. For my part, I don't really have any more announcements either. I guess all I can really say is this isn't even the first time this has been said in public, but it may be news just to some of you. But as you know, speaking of collabs between philosopher VTubers, and particularly me, I will be collabing with my other philosopher VTuber senpai next week, next Saturday on December 13th. He already went to bed because it's very, very late for him, but his name is Karis Euphranor, and I will be collabing with him 1 week from today. So play on his channel. There will be more details forthcoming. So for those of you who are in chat, look forward to that. And also, this Tuesday will be my 1 month anniversary. I will be holding a chatting stream then, and I have some good stuff planned for that. That's all I really have to say.
Okay, nice. Well, is there, I guess, a way you usually prefer to close out streams? Like, I don't know if there's a certain catchphrase or...
Yeah, I don't know. I just generally say, this was Tia Faire channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. And bye bye. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Axaeon. Good night.
Thanks. Bye, everyone.